Let me load myself to a good spot here.
Whoa!
Yeah. Hail, Star Troopers! My name is Conrad, alongside my friend Fox. It's 7 a.m. here in Los Angeles, and this is the fourth hour of the Space Spitter Starlordathon, a live stream where two Americans discuss the UK Sci-Fi Comic Starlord one issue at a time. This hour, we're covering Starlord issue 4, cover date June 3rd, 1978. This time, the Mind War is on the run. Robusters are punching gators. Strontium Dog is trapping pirates. The Planet of the Damned is learning hard truths. And the Nazis won the war in Timequake.
Oh, God, bad news.
Seriously. You can find the comics we're covering today in Strontium Dog SGHG Files 1, Robusters Volume 1, Planet of the Damned Collection, and the Judge Dredd Magazine issues 408 to 409. Yeah, good times. Okay. So, back on our own again, Fox. Oh, geez. Exciting
Just
stuff.
two boys riding a comic book into the sunset.
Oh, man. Listen, we're still riding it. We're still riding out of the sunrise at this point. You know,
That's true.
early days, you know.
Mm.
But this takes us to Carlos Esquerra drawing Johnny Alpha, shooting a space pirate on a checkerboard here.
Oh, yeah. Very, very 70s look, this board.
Definitely. It's all like, it's got kind of that Sterenko feel with the negative space, this checkerboard and stuff like that. And then also an ad, of course, for a second sci-fi game. We're actually going to be putting out two sci-fi games at once in the pages of Starlord here.
I mean, it's some shock value.
I guess so. I mean, fine, I guess.
Thanks for the board game.
I'm not in charge of them, you know.
Yeah.
But that
Live your truth, board game people.
definitely, and that takes us to Blueprint 1, Mind Wars.
Man, I cannot wait for all of these wars with minds.
Yeah.
Push these children out of this plane.
Definitely. Script Alan Hebden, art Jesus Redondo, lettering Peter Knight. Mind Wars is moving to the front of the Starlord here, and it's going to stay here basically for the rest of the run. Yosei Tillman and these damn kids are leaving their planet, but they're caught by planetary flight control. Oh no!
Hey, man, they're just doing their jobs.
Yeah, definitely. Aboard the ship, Yosei has Ardeni and Arlen make sandwiches or something as he contacts Earth. We've got these. We just got to have these kids and their mental powers. Take them to the planet Leonix.
I mean, just to be clear, the guy in the control center is like, those devil children have got to be destroyed.
Yeah.
So I guess their job is to also shoot down the aircraft.
Well, yeah, no, these are different from the people telling Yosei to go to Leonix. Like, these are the local, what's this planet called? Volkrugan space forces, you know? You got to kill these kids. You got to kill these kids.
It's imperative.
Definitely. So the kids rush in, sensing that the Volkrugans are coming after them, and minutes later, ships arrive and open fire on our heroes. In the crash, Arlen gets knocked out. I love Ardeni already showing what the badass she'll become. She calls him Lice when Arlen gets knocked out. It's pretty solid here. Yosei says a Federation's weapon ship is coming to escort them, but the Volkrugans just want those kids. Toss them out the airlock and you'll be fine.
Yeah, just throw them out. It's fine. It's fine. We'll collect the cold, dead bodies.
Definitely. The Volkrugans open fire, but the ship is protected by a force field. And then we get another good shot of Ardeni's psychic eyes as she catches the Volkrugan ships in a spiral vortex in the middle of space.
Of course.
But she can't.
That's where a vortex would be.
Definitely. She can't stop herself in this vortex. She'll kill those dudes. So, naturally, Yosei smacks her one and she snaps out of it, as you do.
Oh, my God. Just violence, huh?
Definitely. The weapon ship...
Wait, slaps her? That's going to make her pass out?
I mean,
or no, I guess she just kind of comes.
She just comes to her senses. You know, this is classic 1978 stuff. Like a lady's being hysterical, so you slap her and she sort of comes. You know. I didn't invent it. That's the trope. Yeah. A weapon ship arrives. We've got a corruption in our scans. Don't worry about it too much. And it beams up Yose's ship again. This is more Star Wars. This feels very Star Wars, I guess.
Except they have a lot more lumps.
Yeah, there is a very lumpy hangar that they're brought into. But the Millennium Falcon being picked up by a Star Destroyer or whatever else.
Why does it have those little tiny? You see those little skis at the bottom? Those guns. They're not warp nacelles.
Could be. Who knows? The weapon ship is called Ortega's Folly. It's commanded by Commodore D'Souza. Has an alien second in command, Kola Rashnik. And Arlen is taken to the med bay while Ardeni gets her bikini on and heads to the pool. She's got no butt.
Time to
butt.
No, that's actually true. She's got Barbie butt.
Yeah. Yosei reflects that he likes these kids as he smokes.
Oh my God!
As he smokes a sweet space pipe. Look at that thing. Look at that thing.
Why does it have testicles?
Better to pipe you with, my dear.
Because you can just, hashish in one, tobacco in the other, baby.
It's the future.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, he's liking these guys, but if they can't harness their powers for the Federation, they will die. But that's just how it goes. Meanwhile,
everyone wants to kill these kids.
Oh, yes. Meanwhile, on Juggler, the Supreme Cosmo and his sweet shoulder dragon is pissed the twins haven't been taken to Earth yet. Have them alter the ship's course. And we learn that the shoulder dragon's name is Cleefang, and he's my favorite character.
He's the best. He's doing a scream.
I want that planet destroyed. I want these pictures of Spider-Man, all right?
There's two things that you've got to do. Get me Dan Dare. This planet needs to go.
Do it. Next time on Mind Wars, we're monsters. We ought to be destroyed.
Oh, all right.
Good times.
Easy. So they made these two kids psychic.
Yeah.
Why?
They want them to, so that they're psychic and they can use their powers when they want to, but it seems like the Juggler also have control of them.
Control it pretty much all the time.
So I think they're thinking that, these kids have psychic powers. Let's take them to Earth. And then when they get to Earth, we'll use these psychic powers to destroy Earth. That seems to be the plan.
Make a big old psychic bomb out of them.
Yep.
Convoluted.
Oh, well, they got to find a way.
They are evil dudes.
Yeah, they're evil, so it's got to be convoluted. Two, they can't get their ships through Earth's defense systems, so they got to use. They got to get sneaky with some psychic teens. All right.
Gotta have them be people.
Listen, so many of my plans rely on psychic teens, Fox. It's terrible.
What is this, Wolfie Smith? But
damn. After this, there's an ad for Star Wars action figures. They seem to be vibrating slightly. Don't worry about it too much, Fox.
Oh. Yeah, wait, why are they vibrating?
Because they're so cool. I don't know.
Were these because these were the ones that you could, fit into a bunch of stuff. That's what I remember. They made them this small so that they could, get into... different vehicles that you could buy.
I think so, although I mostly remember them as there being a bandolier like Chewbacca had, but it fit all the toys on your chest. So
hell
you
yeah.
Just walk around with all your action figures ready to go. God, I love a bandolier. For
Bandoliers
sure.
are great.
That's right. And speaking of toyetic adventures, Fox, speaking of things that should have vibrating action figures.
Oh my God.
What? They should. Let's go to...
Rojas can eat... You put stuff in his mouth, and then you push down his head, and he squeegees out a bunch of, slime.
Yeah, come on. Blueprint 2, Robusters. Script, Pat Mills. Art, Dave Gibbons. Lettering, Dave Gibbons. Old Davey 2 checks, as I said last time.
This time it's the green phone.
Ooh, we start with a quick recap. Angry gators and humans threaten a bus full of kids. Meanwhile, back at the praying mantis ship, Quartz is stunned to learn that Rojas and Hammerstein are saving kids and not a senator. Come on.
What the heck, boys?
For your lack of priorities, I'm having MechQuake warm himself up for your destruction. Got these big jobs coming soon. Marvin the bus finally agrees to drive.
God,
and
this freaking bus.
They roll off as outside, but it's stuck in mud, so Hammerstein's got to help the bus get free. His legs.
Gators are just trying to bite him, but he's made out of robo parts.
They're so crazy they don't understand what parts are good for biting and what isn't, you know?
And they're going to chip their teeth. That's going to hurt.
Absolutely. But suddenly, the Florida men are upon them.
Florida man attacks robots and bus full of children.
Well, listen, like that's a pretty standard man bites robot, Fox. But things get crazier when Rojaws attacks this guy and goes to bite him. Even through the haze, he gets terrified of Rojaws' giant Rojaws.
That's so great. He'll turn you into garbage. He has no problem.
Definitely. Hammerstein takes a few out as well.
You know, the way he does, throwing him off a bus and hammering mostly.
That's his move, you know. He does have, like, laser guns and stuff, but he can't use them on humans, I don't think.
Yeah, he's got that robotics laws, etc. Asimov.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean,
words.
I don't think they use those rules, but it is sort of, I think they're just sort of generally restricted from
Listen, man,
humans.
All I'm saying is that there is no rules of robotics that they can't sass humans, and that shit happens all the time.
Listen, sassiness is part of their prime directive.
Gotta sass everything.
Anyway, they managed to make it back, but the bots are there to save this U.S. senator, not the kids, so they're sent to MechQuake, and we get again my favorite thing of just Rojaws and Hammerstein having an agreeable conversation as they wait to be destroyed by MechQuake.
I mean, I like how nonchalant they're just like, yeah, robots just get destroyed. This is normal.
Definitely. You know what? Do you know who? MechQuake enjoy himself. I kind of imagine, I know you've got the big shouty robot. I kind of imagine MechQuake as kind of a mix between like Aku from Samurai Jack and like Beavis, basically, from Beavis and Butthead. But
no fancy talk, just kill and smash.
Big jobs. Yeah, but it turns out actually that these kids were immune to the red gas, and that means Howard Quartz can fucking melt these kids down and turn them into an antidote for the mist, basically.
I really feel like the melting part is not necessary.
I mean, he doesn't say that, but it's implied. I think we all know.
How else are you going to get the antidote out of those children?
Absolutely. Come on. So the day's saved, and the bots can live to see another day. Good times.
Oh man! All right.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's a pretty conventional kind of story here. Because this is always what it reminds me of the times when we first that it first kind of joined into the comic. And these were one of those kind of comedy ones that we could get into pretty easily.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think the big difference between both Roadbusters and Johnny Alpha and Strontium Dog is that in Starlord, these are very much kind of monster of the week or event of the week kind of comics.
Yeah.
Whereas they kind of came in for specific things in 2000 AD, be it like flashbacks or like here's a job that Johnny Alpha's going on. And that's just what we're going to talk about, Yeah,
exactly.
Anyway, next time on Roadbusters, you may be only partly human, but you'll fry too.
Delicious brain.
Absolutely. And that takes us, actually, speaking of Johnny Alpha, let's continue on to Blueprint 3, Strontium Dog.
Man, they have so many people rounded up here.
I mean, it's everybody on this Starliner, I guess. But yeah, script John Wagner, art Carlos Esquera, lettering Peter Knight. The Astroliner Sondheim has been taken by space pirates under the command of the evil Papa Porca. Whoa, they've seized the cargo and they're sending anyone who doesn't want to join the pirates out the airlock.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
A lot of people getting spaced here, you know.
Always join the pirates.
Yeah, like, you know, at the very least, it'll be good for a laugh, you know, if you don't want to, even if you don't want to get involved in these, in their piracy, you know. Yeah, good call. These piratic panel borders all around here are really neat.
I didn't even notice that. That's
sure.
Cool as hell, man. God,
definitely.
Descara, you son of a bitch.
Doing extra, man. You know, he's trying to. He was unloved in 2000 AD, so he's got to earn his supper here, I guess, or something. Show off. Like, you didn't love me. Now you'll see what I can do.
Beautiful.
So a lot of people get spaced. Papa talks in a stereotypical accent. Not a fan of that. Vague reference maybe to like Papa Doc or something else. Not cool. Let's keep moving. You know.
Trying to. I mean, why pig and like?
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, there's a lot here.
I mean, it's the alliteration that sort of does it. Papa, Porca, that's solid. Anyway, the Papa offers our boys, Johnny, Alpha, and Wolf, jobs in his fleet, but they refuse, and Johnny just straight up calls Papa Porca a pig. Damn.
Just calling you out on what you look like.
Woo! So Papa gives them an hour to think it over, but they're pretty resigned to death, and they're sort of like, oh, I guess we're going to die, fair enough, until they hear a voice, the Gronk!
Oh, yeah, boys. Then I imagine he's going to eat them bars. Yep, he eats them bars.
Idi Amin too, Steve. That's a good point. Definitely. I mean, listen, it's a rich tapestry of stereotypes that Papa Pork is based on. All right, like there's room enough for lots of people to be bad dudes that are also being like referenced in this character. All right. Anyway, let's take a quick break for another board game, the pages of Starlord, Planet. Look at this ridiculous Johnny Alpha picture, Fox.
This reminds me, do you remember Nick Arcade? This looks like the board from Nick Arcade, where it's like you had to play a video game, then you would, you know, move a guy on a thing. And
maybe. It really, I'm pretty sure this has the same rules of a game that was in the very early issues of Action, which also had this sort of thing with a board with like 4 different dudes on it. One of them was Dredge Out, but in this case, one of them Strontium Dog, and there'll be more guys as time goes by.
They just recycled it. What?
I mean, you know, like there's honestly like.
Smoke them if you got them.
I want to know who the game designer was at IPC at this point, because he gets fired sometime in the early 80s, I think. Magnum Force, that's right.
Jesus.
But, yeah, I want to know, like, who's doing these, because they're here, but they stopped being here in, like, 1980. You know? Like, I'm just saying. Anyway.
Yeah, I do remember there was just a heyday of that comic or board game stuff.
I mean,
anyway.
It is a good readership capture thing of, like, well, I got to buy all these issues if I got to get every piece of the game so I can play it, you know?
Got to buy more issues. Got to get more bases.
That's the key. Yeah. Oh my God, where am I? Okay, Gronk is free on the ship, I guess, because he was in a box. They didn't see him. And he's able to easily melt the bars of his prison cell with his tongue.
And I mean, it's tasty. It's like a, you know, double thing for him.
Yeah. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. They quickly run to the kiosk to get their weapons, and they manage to get it open just as the guards arrive.
Man, that's some great timing.
That's, you know, they're doing it. Johnny zaps him with a time trap.
Yeah.
You know, which he would eventually use on his own Faja, which basically means they relive the same 2 seconds over and over again until they starve to death.
It's really just the worst.
Now fully armed, our boys start lockouting their way through the ship.
All right, Connor.
Gotta do it. Die hard in a spaceship or a space station. Yeah. But still. you know, they're taking people out. Wolf's hammering dudes pretty solid because you got to take them out quietly.
Hell yeah.
Johnny pulls out some more new tech. There's the anti-blaster beam polarizer and the goddamn electro knucks. Whoa!
Finally, they've shown up and they are the best. You punch a dude and they done get electrocuted. I love it.
That's right. Got a ship full of kill crazy space pirates up against us, and it ain't gonna be no picnic. And next time, you let that pirate trash go, Alpha, and now he's gonna kill us all.
All right.
Oh, man. Exciting stuff.
I like it when Sternhammer brings out their hammer, baby.
Absolutely. Yeah, listen, gonna cave your head in, old cucumber, all right?
God, I mean, yeah, die quiet, but I mean, these dudes... Clearly, their skulls are now broken.
More like concussion cumber.
Oh.
Not my best. All right.
Yes, so weirdly my favorite.
But speaking of attacks from out of the blue, Fox, let's go.
Oh, that's big-ass gun.
Blueprint 4, Planet of the Damned.
They needed 3 panels.
Script, Pat Mills is R.E. Wright. Art, Alfonso Espiri. Lettering, Tom Frame.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, the passengers of the TriStar have joined forces with a caravan of survivors in this strange alternate reality in the Bermuda Triangle. They're driving on when in the distance an artillery piece aims and fires at them. It's that crazy Kraut. Scatter!
Oh, my gosh. Just in a giant boat.
Yeah, listen, everybody ducks and runs and stuff like that. And indeed, we see that it's basically just a big old World War II German U-boat crashed on a bunch of rocks.
With, I guess, just a fucking artillery on the top? That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
No. I mean, submarines have deck guns and stuff like that. Like that's what they take out like smaller ships when they don't want to waste a torpedo on them. They got more regular guns, you know.
What?
Listen, obviously someone's never used all the mods to have like a real-time mission in Silent Hunter, all right? Because you weren't like a stone college freshman who decided that, no, I'm not going to class, all right? I'm going to be a fucking Seawolf here, as realistic as possible.
Fucking great.
It's my life. Terrible.
Beautiful.
You must pay the toll, Amerikaner scum. And our new boss, Hagen, heads up with a box of food, but the German is not interested in these ones. Everybody's got to run for cover and eventually out of range of these German goods. Like this German guy's got monocle, beard,
yeah.
Real solid. Barbarian Jake Flint, he's like all trussed up. Someone is enjoying this stuff as a barbarian, also in a loincloth, sort of watches over him.
It's just, you know, he's enjoying the view, I guess.
Yeah,
he's got that Viking look to him too.
Definitely.
Always good to have a helmet.
Yeah, that helmet. I wonder how a helmet got to Bermuda. That's the key, you know.
Ooh.
Yeah. Flint makes fun of the crew for this humiliation, and the Viking dude isn't pleased by it. They scuffle around, but before the Viking can land the killing blow, he's attacked by wandering ab-men.
Oh my god.
Ab-human. You go to half pages, the bottom half is Starlord explaining what the heck Hell Planet is and how to play. I don't care. We're moving on.
Okay.
Anyway, the ab-human spit manages to free Flint from his bonds, and he snags the Viking sword and slays the ab-human with it.
Yeah.
He's so good at killing these ab-humans. Honestly, they must be made out of custard, just the way he cuts through them so easily.
It's like majority goo, you know?
Yeah, very, very goo-based baddies here, for sure.
A gunk, if you will.
Ooh, a gunk? I like that. He goes to rejoin his friends only to see that they've arrived at some kind of shelter. The plane pilot looks around, notices a lot of bones on the ground, and like human bones pretty clearly. Looks like these guys' new friends. or cannibals, or at least big-time murderers. I don't know if they actually... We might be bumping into some sort of comics morality code where they can't say the word cannibal, but they definitely imply it.
Well, they could say torturing.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. Anyway, you're next. And next time...
Just FYI, I love that crazy eye shot, though. He's
yes.
Gonna eat you.
Next time on Planet of the Damned, Kerr is good as dead after what we did to him.
All right. Man, not many funny ones this time around. Push the kids out of the plane was pretty much my favorite.
They're getting pretty serious, you know.
Yeah.
We're kind of downshifting into some stuff here, you know. But yeah, let's go to our final thrill for this time. Blueprint 5, Timequake. Script, Chris Lauder's Jack Adrian. Art, Ian Kennedy. Lettering... Art, Mangalese Salinas. I got it wrong in my writing here. And then lettering Jack Potter. Right? Yeah. Okay. So, James Blocker, he's a time trooper, not a time warden like us folks in Starlord's paramilitary group. He's returned briefly to 1978 London to pick up some more cigars when a Bobby stops him for parking illegally.
Serious?
Yeah, he says. Like, Parliament Square, just got time to grab some more cheroots before I... Oh, terrific Persian old Bill.
Oh. Man, I mean, I guess the cigar was a pro move for him last time. Gotta have him on him.
Jam it in a Druid's nose, you know?
It was probably not very comfortable.
Listen. Anyway, Bobby goes after him for parking illegally. Then things change. It's a timequake.
Oh, that's what that is a timequake.
That's right. And suddenly this cop changes from a regular London cop to a goddamn Nazi, Fox.
And he is way, way more into billy clubbing.
Definitely clubs James to the ground, but then gets a shoulder toss and a judo chop.
Oh, hell yeah.
Get that chop in you, son.
That's how you stop somebody. Just right to the judo area.
Definitely. He looks around, everything's different. Parliament has a different construction. There's a swastika Union Jack in the sky.
Why wouldn't they just replace it with the their flag? Why did they have to do that so that you know that it's London? Well, in fact, in this case, it's un-London.
And I mean, there's probably like a puppet government, like a Vichy, but English thing.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't matter. All right.
Got a statue of Hitler. Got a big old flag.
Definitely. All this stuff. More cops come as James Blocker makes a run for it.
Gotta steal this car. Gotta drive real fast.
And to think...
Oh, it's in his Aston Martin.
Well, he left his Aston Martin behind.
Oh, that's right.
He steals another car. And to think, just an hour ago, I was... trading punches with a 26th century research professor. Whoa, what a day. And then we flash back to that hour ago.
Oh, God.
In the Cretaceous period, 85 million years ago, where Blocker had some questions about who's like the boss of time control anyway, eating a sandwich as he does. Of course, as you do.
Somebody should not be bringing their lunch to the meeting.
He doesn't. He's doing his whole thing, you know. Anyway, this bearded guy says it's none of his concern, and so they get in a fight.
Oh, man. He grabs him by the bottom of the mouth.
Well, here's what happens. He shoves his
sandwich
into this guy's mouth like a common cigar.
And just knees him in the gut, takes out his thing. Man, this is a good fight.
It's pretty good.
Wait, why are there two of him?
Well, no, I mean... He shoves it in the bearded guy's face, then the bearded guy knees him, and he holds a gun, and all that stuff. Yeah, but then a version of Blocker shows up. Hold it right there, Zeidler. Another James Blocker appears, gives James enough time to kick the German's blaster out of his hands, and it turns out that it's the girl of the team, Susie Cho, using her 32nd century illusion powers.
Okay.
Change shape as needed, basically.
All right, that's handy.
Yeah, she's a lady from the future. She's got powers. It seems Zeidler is a researcher from the 26th century. He's interested in cities under siege. We got some good rule of threes stuff here. because he's interested in like Troy, 16th century Vienna, Berlin in 1945, and New York in 2379. That's the future one. You see what I'm going about.
It's real good.
Yeah. Blocker tosses a few threats, and then we're back in the present as Blocker hits his time strap to travel away from the police pursuit.
It's a watch.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's out of there. Disappears as his car just smashes into a wall here. Very good teleport out.
Well, you know, it's a good maneuver to just like crash the car and teleport out, because then everyone's like, he must be dead.
Definitely. Yeah, he heads to the local time control substation where he confirms with the boss that indeed times have changed. The Droom have messed with the timeline to make the Nazis win World War II, as you do. I mean, that seems like a pretty... they probably do this move specifically every couple weeks, to be sure.
Just to make sure that everything's still Nazi.
Yeah. They're hanging out when suddenly a bunch of Nazis roll up. They want that time machine gear, and they want Blocker alive. And because they know his name, that must mean it's not the Droom behind it, but a bent time trooper. Oh, no!
I mean, really?
I mean, a Droom knew Blocker's name at the start of this story. But
so I feel like it could be a Droom.
Yeah, but don't worry about it. Listen, it's not. It's a bent time trooper, all right? Just go with this. Just don't question it too much, buddy. We're going to live it up. Anyway, next time on Timequake, your molecules are scrambled over 85 million years.
Ooh, prefer it sunny side up, personally.
Ooh, no scramble for me. But let's not get into it, because instead I want to get into Fox what your top and bottom thrills are for this, the fourth issue of Starlord.
Oh, man.
Let me know. Tell me, what's your tops and bottoms?
I gotta give it some thinking here as I'm kind of going back through. So I'm starting to enjoy Mind Wars. Everyone wants to kill these kids.
Yeah,
it got real close here because of the pipe scene where he's just like, we'll kill them if they don't want to join. But damn, man. I'm gonna go this time with Mind Wars. I love this plot of trying to murder these children. Seems like something that's up my alley. The vortex thing and the slap was just fucking. There's so much 1970s happening in this that it's killing me, and also that pipe though.
Ooh, I love this time-lapse slap in Mind Wars. You can see her going from hysterical to controlled in the course of it. And yeah, and listen, this is a solid eagle space pipe or something.
It's very strange. Hard for me to deal with.
They introduced Clee Fag, who's my fave also. What's your bottom?
So I'm going to give it to, I guess, Planet of the Damned this time. Just because, I'm less into the barbarian fight, and I'm more excited for what happens next, which I was really hoping was them eating these people. But, I guess it's just torture.
Hey, listen, again, like, they aren't going to say that they're going to eat them, but I'm not going to say that next issue there's not going to be some clear implications of eating them. All right?
Yes.
They're on the line.
So good, sir. Will you please inform me and the audience of your top and bottom blueprints?
No, I don't think I will, actually. Oh, no, okay. No. I suppose I will. I'm tempted to say, I don't know. I do like Mind Wars, man. I love these spaceships flying around. I do enjoy just the start of this big chase where everybody is alternately trying to catch and kill these kids, or catch and make the kids work for them and stuff like that. It's going to go back and forth a lot. I love this last image of this giant shoulder dragon and stuff like that. I think I might give Strontium Dog my top this time. I like this fighting, and just the introduction of a bunch of key Strontium Dog technology is really nice. That's pretty solid. For my bottom, it's hard.
It is. They're not. None of this is particularly
Nah.
like ass.
Yeah. I mean, I might give it to Timequake. Just because when I first read it, I got very confused by the flashback in the middle of it, I guess.
Yeah. It seems like just do your setup at first.
Like this flashback, like literally took me when I was reading it. Took like a minute, like several minutes for me to figure out what was happening and stuff. Like, wait a minute, did he travel back to talk to this professor? But no. So yeah, that's my bottom. Top strong team dog, I think, but so excited for everything else. Definitely.
Hell yeah, baby.
Yeah, man. All right, quick one this time. Maybe let's stretch it out next time, everybody. I'm sorry. Folks asking in the chat again. Yes, the show will be available after the broadcast. We're just doing it here. It's a big thing. It's going to be a lot of fun. This 24 hours thing. Oh, the endurance. My vocal cords are seizing up already. It's going to be terrible. All right. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. If you like what you're hearing, please check out our weekly podcast at Space Spinner. Our weekly podcast about 2000 AD from your favorite podcast provider. You can contact us at spacespinner2000@gmail.com, the 2000 AD forums, or our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages. On Twitter, we're at SpaceSpinner2K. For everything else, with SpaceSpinner2000, you'll find us. And if you'd really like to support the show, and we really appreciate it, you can check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/Crataline. Be sure to check out the links in our About section for a collected edition of the comics that we're talking about, so you can buy them for yourselves. Hey, why not? Support these folks, I guess. Come back next. I don't know how much money goes directly to them, but I think it's better than nothing, and so I think that's probably for the best. Come back next hour as Johnny Alpha cooks some pork. Mind Wars comes apart. The Robusters go skyscraping. It's party time in Planet of the Dead, in Planet of the Damned, and the Nazis are running wild in Timequake.
Wild Nazis, worse Nazis.
Yeah, until then, I'm Conrad, they're Fox, and we are the Space Spinner Starlordathon. Keep watching the skies. All right. Yeah, sorry. My streaming thing only allows one video feed, so we're only so it's just me this time. Sorry.
Just imagine kind of a George Clooney but younger kind of look.
Fair enough. All right, buddy. Nah, you're pretty handsy. I don't know, whatever.
Handsy.
Yeah, like handsome, but shortened.
All right.
And so just so everybody knows, I'm gonna close this stream and then start another one in a second. So just stay where you are, and this should not affect your lives greatly. But I'll see everybody on the other side. Thank you so much for listening to the Starlordathon.